Well, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I kind of thought I would have the video transceiver in by this time, but fortunately I caught myself before I did get it installed because I still had these buttons here to deal with and these down here, which I'm making them all tactile right now. These push buttons here are for the buttons that are there that in the kit they're clear, and I painted them as they're called out, and I also cut them, and they're going to be two separate two separate tactile switches. One's going to be push to talk for the video, and the other one is going to be if I've got the room and it doesn't interfere with the transmitter or the transceiver. The other button is going to be the power button for the Geiger counter. I have still stuff that I want to put in here, but plagued with the problem that there's not a whole lot of room in here, and going to be even less if I try to fit the Geiger counter and what these buttons are going to be doing, which here, let me get this out of here. I'll focus on these as I put them in, but the way this goes is I've got to get these switches down here installed before I start working on these, just because it'd be hard to go down and glue supports and retaining strips in there with this switch in the way. So going to work on the one down here first, and that's what this block is, and I've got a close-up picture of it in the RPF thread. And what it's going to be is these buttons will be a 4-channel switch for a remote control. You know, a lot of people were saying, well, these things open. I mean, in the show, they did point it at a door and it opened, so I figured why not have that in mind so that I can have it open and close the door, turn on and off the light, essentially do whatever I want, but it'll be 4 separate channels. And what I'll be doing to do that is the push buttons. When this is installed, the switch will go across these 2 push buttons. This is a scrap piece of brass tubing that I've soldered to a couple of these vias, and will be the pivot, the center point for the switch to pivot off of, so that when you push this, it's this against this and isolates it from hitting this switch and causing it to go off. And the same thing here, by pushing this and having this block here, it keeps this switch from firing. So I'll show you better when it's installed. So got these wired, and I'm going to get them in there, and we'll pick it up from there with hopefully some closer, maybe not closer video, but some photographic inserts. So yeah, I'm glad I kind of caught myself on this. I would have been really annoyed. I mean, it wouldn't have been the end of the world if I put the video transceiver in, but I'd be working behind the display, and I really don't want to do that. So as it is, this is going to be a tight fit with the display, because I may not have to take the backlight assembly off like I did in my resin build. We'll have to see. It'll cause the screen, well, no, we'll just have to see. So anyways, let me get this installed, and we'll pick up the video after that. This will be an all-day thing, because I want to definitely make sure I take the time for the styrene pieces to dry. I've already got this back piece, which is going to be what holds the switch guard, because it will kind of float. The retaining will be done on the outside. This will just be the centering. There'll be another piece here that centers the switch in place. So let me get this going, and we'll pick up from there.